All right, you guys, happy Saturday. Ashley Dawes here. We are going to rock out this team leader call today. I hope you guys have a pen and paper. The lineup is absolute fire. If you guys are new to me, my name is Ashley Dawes. I am a Platinum Black 3, Elite 1, and again, you guys, you got to get a pen and paper. This is going to be absolutely amazing. So what I want to do first, you guys, is a little bit of housekeeping. I don't know if you guys have heard the promotions that are coming on the 16th, but this is going to rock our world, you guys. The last time they did this XM enrollment was, I think it was March. In March, and I had 39 XM upgrades because of this promotion that is happening right now. And that was from customers who upgraded because of this amazing promotion. So let me go to Buzz. By the way, if you ever have no idea where to find out the promotion information, you guys, we go to the Buzz, buzz.shiftingretail.com, okay? And at the very top, it's going to tell you, hold on, let me get there, the new announcements. So we have our rank up bonus and XM collection promotion. This is for the promoter side, okay? So for the U.S. and Canada, we have double your team builder bonus, okay, double bonus. Advance your rank over your June 2024 paid builder rank, okay, and qualify for the team builder bonus. You'll double your team builder bonus. So if you hit team leader in June, and in July you hit senior team leader, the normal bonus is $200. But they're doubling it. So you get $400, okay? If you're a senior team leader in June and in July, and then again for August, you can double it again in August, okay? If you hit it again or you double it again, you go from senior team leader to director 1. The bonus is normally $500. They're going to give you $1,000, double the bonus, okay? So if you're from director 1 in June to director 2 this month, 750 times 2 bonus. Okay, so it just goes up and up from there. Absolutely phenomenal, like money bags, okay? So as you're hitting your ranks. And then the next thing is my absolute favorite. It is the XM collection promotion. Like I said, when they did this in March, I was so excited, so on fire. I had 39 XM kit orders because of this promotion. Okay, so right here, so when you join as a new social marketer and enjoy $150, this is in the U.S., $150 off of your purchase of your XM Ultimate Kit. Okay, this is your ultimate package. They're like the $750 packages. They get $150 off. Any of the normal XM enrollment collections, they get $100 off. Okay, and this starts on the 16th. This starts July 16th, and it is all the way through the end of August. Okay, now for Canada, join as a new social marketer and enjoy $185 off your purchase of an XM kit and $130 off of any of your regular XM enrollments. Okay, huge. Let's see. And then if you guys go to the next one, so we have 3. These are all starting on the 16th. Okay, our July mid-month promotion. This is all about our customers. I sure hope you guys are all growing your customer pods, because this is you're getting paid twice every single day with your customer pods. You guys, I'm going to share my story in a second, but I went on a 10-day vacation to Kauai with my family, and while I was gone for 10 days with no service, I mean, I had stuff that was getting posted for me, but I couldn't do much business. I still made $4,000 because of my customer pod of customers from years ago or months ago, whatever, who purchase from me every single month because the products are freaking amazing and everybody loves them, okay? So growing your customer pod, this is the way you can do it. Right now what we have for the U.S., when you shop when anybody purchases any lean body system or the mental uplift system, okay, the person's going to save $15 plus receive a pineapple shortcake trim for free. This is huge. It's a 110 bottle. I call it the Fat Blaster. It's completely free. So you can literally market this as like a, buy one, get one for you, one for your spouse, one for you, one for your bestie. I know people are talking about now June and July, they're pretty hard months. People are out right now. They want to be on their boat and drinking alcohol. They want to be out camping, four-wheeling, gardening, whatever that may be. June and July is a little bit of a slower month, but there are still people purchasing because all of these people here on this call, we all have team customer pods that are approving and getting enrollments every single day. People are still spending money, but it is a slower season. Something like this is a perfect promotion to get people interested in purchasing some products, okay? So this starts the 16th. Now for Canada. Canada, shop any lean body system collection, save $20 plus receive a pineapple shortcake trim, okay? And then through the Modere Global Shop, any Access Uplift system, save $15 and receive 2 liquid biocell collagen HHUs chocolate for free. That's a $78 value, okay? Everything starts on the 16th. You can literally be rocking all of this education out right now, talking about gut health and fat loss. And here's your top tips to drop 30 pounds in 90 days, whatever that may be. Chat GPT it if you don't know, right? Your top gut health tips, how to reset your metabolism, supporting your gut-brain axis. Maybe you really love to talk about your mood and mental wellness. This is the perfect thing to talk about. And then from the 16th to the end of the month, we're going to crush it out, and we need to just take Modere all out of the uplift systems and the lean body systems, okay? It's a really, really amazing promotion. All of it, plus you can upgrade your people, and you can get them that extra bonus $100 to $150 off, getting them on the XM kits, okay? Last thing here is your Fall Social Marketing Summit tickets. If you guys have not got a ticket yet, log into your shiftingretail.com account. Go to Atlanta, what is it? I can think of it like, what do you go? Events. Go to events. And then Fall Social Marketing Summit. And come and hang out with me in Las Vegas, Nevada for the Fall Social Marketing Summit. I think the Meltons are going to Florida. We're going to Nevada. You guys get your tickets. You got to come to events if you want growth. You want a better mindset. You want to see what all of the top people in Modere are doing to grow their promoter pods, their customer pods, whatever that is, what's working, what's not. Plus, there's going to be new launches of different things coming out. It's going to be total fire. So you guys do not forget to get your tickets, okay? All right. That is done. That's out of the way. Let's see. I've got like 7 minutes. 7 minutes, okay? Now, like I said, if you guys are new to me, my name is Ashley. I'm from Western Colorado. I have been with Modere now for 2 years, the Platinum Black 3, Elite 1. And prior, I had about, I think it was like 7 extra years of direct sales, network marketing experience. I was with a different company. After I had my 3 children, I had a friend call me up and say, hey, like, you want to come and let's go have like a ladies' day and we're going to eat and it's going to be really fun and there's a couple things I want to show you. I think you're going to love it. And I'm like, heck yes. I left the kids with Dad. I went down to meet her. She brings me into this hotel like venue and I quickly realized like, what are we doing? Like you're making me come to like a show. Like I come into this room with smelly things all over the place and they're teaching me how amazing these oils and things are. And I was like, okay. Like, this stuff is kind of cool. I have 3 littles. So I purchased, like, a whole box of these oils. I went home, and I'm like, I'm going to change the world. It was in 2015. And I very slowly kind of started playing around with things, using the oils, learning about, there wasn't really much of a system. I had to kind of create a system. I had lots of fun. You get together, you have these team meetings. It's so much fun meeting people. My big thing was the support system, the community. I loved it. But I also really wanted to make money. Kids are expensive. I'm expensive. Everything is expensive, and everything requires money. So I'm like, I got to figure out how to make some money. And I hope you guys don't get offended by, like, the money thing. I love money. Money comes to me every single day with grace and ease. I always have someone when I say that who says, oh, my gosh, money is the root of all evil. And I'm like, you guys, if you're evil and you come into more money, then you're going to be evil. It's not the money that made you evil. We're probably all inside right now in a nice air-conditioned room, wearing clothes, Maybe you've got a car that you're driving around, the gas in that. You all well know it requires money. So I like money, like I said. Money comes to me every single day with grace and ease. Well, I wanted to make some money. I'm an expensive person. So it took me 6.5 years to make $1,400 a month. But the problem with this is I had to call every single person on my team who was a leader, and I had to be like, hey, are you going to place your order? Because if you don't place your order, you don't get a paycheck, and I don't get a paycheck either. And it was all about recruiting recruiters to recruit. If they didn't do it, I didn't get a paycheck. I found myself toward the end, I was spending $800 a month extra to fill everybody's little orders so that I can make a $1,400 a month paycheck. And it was terrible. I felt like a spammy Tammy booty hole. Nobody wanted to talk to me. They all knew why I was calling them. There was no way I could grace into it easily. It was just like, hey, you going to do your order? Anyway, during this time, I got on TikTok. I opened up a new TikTok account. One of the first new people that I saw was John Melton. And I'm like, who is this guy? He has, like, beautiful women commenting on all of his stuff. His wife is gorgeous. They're in, like, Gucci. They're in, I think it was Bali or Egypt. I don't know. They were in, like, another country, and he said his team brought him into, or his company sent him there. And I'm like, what? I've been doing this for this long. I never got to go to, like, Bali, or what is this? So I reached out to him. And here's my biggest tip, you guys. Don't ever be scared to reach out to anybody. They're all human just like you. I reached out to him, and I'm like, who are you? What do you do? And in like 30 minutes, we were on a call. We were talking. He told me about this amazing collagen, showed me before and after pictures, and then I saw the fat loss collagen, and I was like, I could lose weight. And, man, if I lose weight, I know I can sell the crap out of this stuff. And I tried the products, became a social marketer, signed up. Within 48 hours, I had a customer, and my very first 30 days, I had 42 paychecks, because you guys know we get paid twice a day, right? I counted it. I had 42 paychecks. I made $1,400 my very first month talking, not even selling. I hadn't even tried the products. I didn't have anything, testimonies. 42 paychecks in my very first month. And I decided right then and there, I'm going to dive in. I'm going to learn the systems. I'm going to learn the duplication. I'm going to show up every single day, and I'm going to grow my MBA. You guys, because of this amazing opportunity, wow, I'm glad I'm not seeing your guys' faces right now. Woo! Sorry. Because of this amazing opportunity. Oh, sorry. I just got back from a 10-day vacation with my family that I got to pay for 100% because of this amazing opportunity. Like, this is so huge. The fact that I love traveling. I love being with my family. I love having money to be able to do these things. All because I said yes to this amazing opportunity, you guys. Whew, okay, I can't do this anymore. Oh, my gosh, I hate crying. So what I'm going to do, you guys, we are going to bring on Mama Currie, okay? Because this lady, she is so amazing. She is like the mama of Instagram, of education. She is so phenomenal. You know what? I need to go because I'm supposed to introduce her here super quick. Let me find this. Mama Currie, are you on there? Are you on here?
Hey, I'm here. How are you? You're doing amazing. Oh, my God, your story just inspires me so much, Ashley.
Oh, thank you. I am so happy that you're on here and that we met through this amazing company, you guys. This is Cindy. She's a military wife to the best husband, mama of 3. She's actually at a rugby match, like, right now. Like, she's in the middle of watching her children, building her business, and on this team call. How phenomenal is that? She's got twins. They're in sports. Dog mom to a doodle who thinks she's a human. I love that. So does my Rottweiler. Yeah. She's a full-time in corporate sales. You guys cannot tell Cindy Currie that if you can't do this part-time, you have no business doing this full-time. She does this full-time with a job. Cindy, please tell us more about you and how you found Modere.
Hello. It's so nice to join you all here this morning. Oh my God, it's so the day is gorgeous. I just finished watching my daughter win their rugby game this morning, which is super awesome. And yeah, it's starting out to be an amazing day. And thanks to Ashley for the amazing intro. It's funny, we don't see ourselves the way others see us sometimes, do we? But I think what the most important thing is that you just keep making one step after the other. One step, and just keep going. I came into Modair a little bit resistant. Going back to, when did I start? Actually, it's been 6 years now. I was just talking about this morning on my live.
Oh, wow.
It has been 6 years since I started taking the collagen. The BioCell liquid freaking collagen that I love, and I think everybody should be taking it. If you're over the age of 30, you should be using the collagen, not just for your skin and not because you might have a saggy, crepey neck like I did at 43, but because it's going to help with your joints. It's going to help with your, with your hair, with your everything, and it just helps you feel better. And anyways, 6 years I've been a customer of this product and of course other products. And then about 6 months in, I finally said to my girl, I replied to one of her posts because I told her all the way along, I didn't want to be in the business. I just wanted to be a customer. I wanted to be a customer, and this is how I came into it. Like, I kept buying the collagen, but the funny thing was that people started noticing, and they started noticing, and I was like, that's really weird. So when she posted a post that said, hey, if you want to get ballot into a month's supply of collagen, message or comment here, and I was like, sure, okay. And in the meantime, I had taken the before and after, because she had told me, take a before and after, like keep track of what you're doing. And I had sent her the before and after with a crazy message saying, holy crap, can you see this? Anyways, I was super excited about it. I did the post, and it just kind of my Facebook feed grew up, like just blew up that day. I was not on any other social platforms. It was just Facebook 6 years ago. I had 384 friends when I started out this business, knew nothing about social retail. I had been with a direct sales company before, and I think that's why, like you said, with the direct sales that you had been prior to, it was about recruiting. The only way that I can make money was if I recruited teams. And I did like their product, but I couldn't make any money selling their product. I had to recruit teams. And I got burnt out of that, and I said, no more of this. So that's why I told her 6 months in a row, don't talk to me about the business. And then this came, and this happened. And I was like, well, shoot, maybe I should, take a look at this, because like you, I like money. I want to have a lifestyle where I'm not saying no to everything all the time. And even though both of us were making a decent amount of salary, now my husband was making double. We can't make income claims, but I'm just going to kind of give you a general idea. He was making double what I was making, like corporately at the time. And we were having to say no to lots of things. We were having fights over funds. We were, we were the typical young couple with young kids. I've got twins. They just turned 15. My oldest is 25. And I just was tired of having those fights over that money. And so I said to him, what if I just what do you think? Should I try this? Because I had made some money with the previous company, but it was a lot of freaking work and a lot of time out of the house, doing meetings, seeing other people, leaving my kids at home with babysitters or with him. And he's like, well, give it a try. What do you got to do? And I said, well, it's posting on social media. Like, it's really, they've really like taken this and they've ran with this. And I think I could do it like better than what I did before, because I could fit it in better. So I started with a kit, and I was like, and then it like 24 hours, I already had, how many customers already asking me to buy it, kind of thing. I felt like I was missing out on customers because I hadn't bought my kit quick enough before people were actually purchasing. And I was like, well, wait for me. So anyways, that's how I got started. And it's just been like 6 years of, I love the traveling. I love the people. I love the support. It's, I love helping other people, and this gives me a way that I can help other people the way that I want to help other people, and that's through helping them, with their health and their wellness and their finance, with a product and with a compensation plan like we have. So that's a long-winded answer.
No, that's perfect. I love it. And have you guys seen her skin? 6 years on the BioCell. How old are you, Cindy?
49 now. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't believe that I'm 49. Anybody else believe that they're still only 29 in their head? Because that's what I am. I'm not 49 yet.
Yes, I love it. No, you have beautiful skin. I love that. Because I was the same with John. I'm like, don't you even talk to me about recruiting. There's no way in heck I will ever do that. But then as a Platinum Black 3, it's like, if you guys know on the customer side, you get paid 36% of the 50,000 volume at Platinum Black 3. So you guys can figure out that money and you know exactly what kind of money is made. Why wouldn't you want to share that with other people? Now, I don't, we don't go, hey, besties, look, I'm making this much. It's not like that. It's like, hey, we know exactly what can be created for consistently showing up every single day, and this kind of money can change anybody and everybody's life. It's amazing. And the products alone can change your life. No, I love that.
Remember
I love all that. Can you tell?
Go ahead. Remember when I said that he used to make double what I make? Well, we can flip that around now.
Yeah.
And that's with right? And I'm like, and that's with working full-time corporate. So I work full-time corporate. I don't work in an office, but I do work from home, which allows me to schedule my day. I'm like the queen of balance. I can balance everything out because in my head, I can figure it out. We can figure this stuff out. If we're busy, we can always figure it out, and we can prioritize what we really want to get done. And this is something that I really want to get done. I don't mind my full-time work, but I really love doing this.
Yes, I love it. Everything's figure-outable. And that's awesome that you're still working and doing it too. Now, can you, because I know like this is, June and July, like I said, people, they're out and about, they're doing fun things, they're still spending money, but they may be holding off a little bit more until later. But you're always number one in Canada. So like we all know that this is possible. Like you're still selling, you're still bringing in customers. Now, can you give us our best tips that help you keep growing your community, like through the summer, for maybe like for newbies, anybody who's like, what do I do? Like, give us your tips.
Summer, like you said, summer is quiet. It's definitely quiet this month compared to my last couple months, but that's normal. And I think it's really about the mindset of just keep going. Keep showing up every single day. That is your daily method of operation. If you're not showing up, they don't know you're doing it, and you're not going to be the first one that they think of because they're not seeing you. So here's a couple things that I would do, and I do, is on days where I'm super busy, I will either utilize content because I do generate a lot of my leads from content. All my leads are generated from the content that I post, mostly from Reels. But I will have Reels, I will have posts that are ready on the fly, or if I don't repurpose something from before, either repurpose it the way it is or jig it up a little bit, add a new description to it, but make sure you're holding yourself accountable for showing up every single day. Make that habit, because when you have a habit, it's like brushing your teeth. You have a habit of brushing your teeth. You have a habit of feeding your kids every day. No, I'm just kidding, right?
Yeah.
But I'm just, but you have that habit, and you create that habit, and that is what will take you through the low times, because it feels weird not to complete that activity that you're used to doing all the time. Just keep focusing on moving forward. Take advantage of we've got some major mid-month promo going on here. So if you're not reaching out to people or not creating content around this promo, you really should be. You really need to be. And talking about it in your stories is huge. Some people think that stories is all random behind the scenes stuff, but be a little bit strategic in your stories when you want to show. We want to show what we're doing and our personality and what our family is like, and so people can get to know us and we can get to know them. But we also want to make sure that we're talking about our promos, about our product, about how it helps us. That's the biggest thing. How did it help you? How does it help someone else? What are they feeling because of that product? it's not, the product is not about, the ingredients in the product. That's all fine and dandy, but how does that product make you feel? Do you feel better in your own skin? Do you feel like your pants feel better? Do you feel a little bit more confident if your pants are fitting better? Like all of this kind of stuff. So focus on things like that in your story and interweave it. I'll leave it at that because I can go on forever.
No, I love that. I feel the same. It's about educating. It's not about posting a picture, of your bottle or of the team promotion picture like that. I mean, if I saw that, I'm like, scroll next, right? Like, it's educating.
Yeah.
How has this product helped you? Even with lowering your pant size. Like, there's, 53% of the population is overweight, obese, and they do not know where to start. They're hearing tracking macros, calorie deficits, intermittent fasting, starving, supplements, all these things, and it's like right now is a perfect time to educate because you do get to rock out the most amazing supplements for your mind and for your fat loss starting the 16th, and I love it.
And,
I love it.
Being consistent. Don't think that they're not watching. Like, don't think just because it's summertime and they're not engaging with us. Don't think they're not watching, because what they're thinking in their head right now is like everybody else. I'm in the summertime. I'm enjoying my summertime. All this stuff. But come September, oh man, I'm going to get at it, right? So if you're continuing, like she just said, continue to educate, continue to show up, continue to be consistent. Come September, holy man, look out, because you've set yourself up for success.
Yes, I love it. Cindy, I love talking to you. You are so amazing. I know you're at your children's rugby, and you are. I'm so thankful that you could show up here anyways. We'll let you get back to that. Did you want to end it with anything else, or just go crush it?
The one thing, go crush it, yes. Oh, and I've got someone else trying to call me right now, of course. How do I decline it?
Oh, you got to go?
Anyways, sorry, no, it's my son looking for me because I walked away from them. Jesus. Okay, so my thing is that come September, thinking about September is Fall Summit, right? End of September or October, whatever Fall Summit is.
Yes, September, yes.
Get to your Fall Summit. If wherever you are in Canada or in the U.S., get to the Fall Summit. That's where we recharge our batteries. We learn new things. There's new stuff coming out this fall for products. So be the first one to know and be the first one to be able to take that back to your community and fill them in on everything that's going on. So if you have not got your ticket, like Ashley said, get into Shifting Retail, get your ticket purchased, and let me know if you're going to Toronto. I will be there. And that's it.
Yes, Cindy, you're awesome. Thank you for hopping on here. Have the best time with your children. Thank you for everything.
Thank you so much. Have a great day, guys.
Thank you. Bye. All right. That was fire, you guys. Okay, next we have the amazing Camille. Are you on? Maybe? Are you there, Camille? You might be muted. I'm going to introduce her. We're waiting to see if she's on. I think I hear you. Are you there? Hear me? I hear you. Hi, how are you? I was just making sure you're there. You guys, Camille is absolutely amazing. She is always on the leaderboards in the United States. I have seen her in action. She is total fire. She has a massive customer pod. She's a wife, a busy sports mom to an amazing 10-year-old daughter. I love that everyone talks about their dog. She's a dog mom of 3. That's my favorite. Plus a normal 9-to-5 job that requires her to hit specific metrics every single day. This is another one where it's like, you guys feel like, oh, I can't do this. I work full time. Like, how can I fit this in? You get to hear from Camille, she's totally going to crush this. I'm super excited for you guys to hear from her. Camille, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you please share with us how you... Yes, hi. Can you please share with us how you found Modere? Like, let us know your story. I'm super excited to hear because I've never heard it before.
Yeah, so my name is Camille Cohen. I am in Texas. I'm a Director 2, Platinum Black 2. My story is quite different, and it most likely is relatable to a lot of people. But I have actually been in network marketing or direct sales for about 10 years. My story is crazy, and here is why. I started with basically every other company you could possibly think of. I was a company hopper, and here's why. The company that I was with closed their doors unexpectedly in 2017. I had a very large team. It was a spa and beauty product company. I earned trips, all the things, and I woke up one day and my business was gone. And so I hopped to other companies. I had another company pick me and my team up, and it just wasn't what I was looking for. Like, I wasn't passionate about it. And I had actually found Modere the first time, to be honest. I joined Modere with another lady, and she quit. And I quit because she quit, and I was like, you know what? I'm done with network marketing. Like, this is not for me. After my business closed and my leader quit, I left for about 6 months. And I obviously work a 9-to-5 job. And the way that the economy is these days, people need a second stream of income. And I was backed up in debt from years ago, from when I had my daughter, because it was either pay your daycare or pay your credit card bill. And so I was sued for $6,000, and I needed to make the money back quick, and I wanted to lose weight. And I loved the products when I was on Modere before, and I said, you know what, I need to lose weight. I need to make some money, because I had done DoorDash. Back when my daughter was little, I worked 2 jobs because I couldn't afford anything. We had no family near us. I lived out of the state of Texas. I lived in Kansas, and I had to make money. So when we moved back to Texas and I, rejoined Modere, I, needed to make the money quick. And I knew that we had daily pay. And I'm like, instead of wasting time outside the house and putting miles on my car and, putting gas in the car and having to drop off and be out of the house, I need to make money from home. So my full-time job, I work for a hospital, but it requires me to work a certain amount of counts a day. And so a lot of people always ask me, how do you juggle your business and your job at the same time? Well, it's very easy. When you are hungry and your family is your why and you want more for your family, you are going to make it happen. It doesn't matter what the excuse is. If the dog's throwing up, if the kids throwing up, the whole house is sick, it doesn't matter. This business will change your life if you put in the work. So I rejoined Modere. I saw my leader on TikTok. I watched for 5 days. I was skeptical AF. I was like, you know what? They always say, you have to be at the top to make the money. Not here. Why?
Yeah.
You don't need a team in Modere to make money. Let me just say that for the ones in the back. You don't need a team. I'm pretty sure at first Ashley did not have a team.
No.
She was making money just with her customer pod, which is awesome, because you may be somebody who's not a strong recruiter at first, but when you have the tools that we have here that you actually utilize and the systems, you can grow that craft, okay? You can learn how to become a better recruiter. And so at first I was not recruiting anybody. I was like, I just want to, take the system, see how it works. And that's how I started to build. I started to show up on social media. A lot of people are scared to go live. And let's be honest, yes, if you go live, you're going to make money quicker. You can. I'm not guaranteeing it. You can if you continue to show up. But at first, I was already used to the social media and how to go live and things like that. I didn't have results. People always say, well, I can't because I don't have results. That's an excuse. Use your team's results. Use other people's results and take your followers with you on the journey. And so that's what I started to do. I didn't have results. I was sharing my team's results. I was showing up every single day, going live, showing up in my stories. And that's what I did. Now, my goal to myself was, back when I joined, I've been in Modere almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years next month. And I said, you know what? When I go to I went to SRC the first time, and I said, I'm going to walk the stage, my second SRC. This past February, I walked the stage, and I promised myself I would do that for myself and my family. And so once you walk the stage, I came off the stage crying like a freaking baby, because when you see what this business can do for you and it's in front of your eyes, you're like, I did that, And so for me, getting paid daily pay is insane. if you are somebody who is behind on, bills, or you have electric bill that you can't pay in a couple of weeks, run up the daily pay. Daily pay is a game changer. Most companies don't offer daily pay. And let me say, twice a day. Hello? Like, people are sitting on this opportunity and actually not taking advantage of it, which is crazy. This is not a get rich type thing immediately. You have to put in the work. But if you can grasp social media, it will be a complete game changer.
Yes, I love that, all of that. I really love how you said, like, you had tried lots of different, MLMs and things, and it just wasn't for, because I do meet a lot of people. So when I left my first company, my upline, she was like, no one's going to follow you. They're going to see you're an MLM hopper. Like, you can't make up your mind. And I'm like, dang, maybe she's right. But only for a second. And then I was like, she doesn't pay my bills, and that was it. So I love that you say that, because and there are a lot of people that come in and they're like, well, I've tried this before and it hasn't worked. And I can't remember who said it. I think it was Michelle Churchill. There's the 90-10 rule. 90% of people just want to be able to share links. Here's what I use. Here's what I love. It's easy. Here's a link. Here's your savings. And then the 10% of us, they want to grow the team, and they want to grow their team and help other people, leverage their income, help other people grow their MBAs as well. And that's huge. I love your story. I've never heard that before. That was absolutely amazing. So because you work full time, and you're doing this as well, can you kind of give us like some tips? Like, what does your day look like? So when someone's like, okay, I'm busy, how do I fit this in? Like, what are the certain things that you have to do every single day for your business?
Yeah. So another thing is stories sell, and so does your story will sell for you. I cannot go live every single day. I just can't. I used to when I first started. This is before my daughter played sports. I would go live every single day. I cannot do that with my schedule right now. So what do? I post in my stories every single day. Stories are so important. If you are not utilizing stories, you are leaving money on the table, actually. It's crazy. A lot of people think that in your stories you want to post, the company's graphics. Stop posting company graphics. You can, if you are someone who's not making a lot of money right now, use Canva. Canva is key. Make your own graphics, because when I see a graphic from the company, I'm scrolling by. I'm like, spam, next. Be personable with people. So on our team, we post at least 15 to 20 stories minimum. At least I do every single day. And what are those things that I post? Since I sit at home all day and I look at the same four walls, I am posting me taking my supplements. Now, I'm not sharing the bottle, and I'm not like, I used to be like this, but I'm not like, oh, this is my, my trim, it's going to do blah, 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 blah. No, I am taking my system, and I'm talking to my followers. Yeah, guys, so today, I'm taking a break, but, I got to take my supplements, and then for breakfast, and I'm talking to them and asking them questions. Get your people that are following you and watching your stories to engage with you, okay? So I post me taking my supplements. I post what I'm eating for breakfast. I post the good days, the bad days, the hard days. I ask for advice. I'm making my own graphics. I am showing what I'm buying, what this business is doing for me. Example, going to the car or going to the gas station, putting gas in your car. I will put a picture of the gas tank with my card, with my, hand over it, and I'll be like, I remember, 2.5 years ago where I couldn't even afford to fill up my gas tank. I'm so thankful and grateful for this opportunity that I can go to the store and fill up my car without having to worry about how much money's in my bank account. People are like, wait, what are you doing? Well, this is what I'm doing. It's the small things. You may not think that someone thinks that that's, life-changing. That is life-changing. People are struggling to put food on the table, buy a gallon of milk, put gas in their car. That is huge. Yep. Share what this business, what it's doing for you, whether it's mentally, financially, physically. Share that. People need to see you every day. You cannot show up for 1 month and then drop off for 2. It's every single day. Never let your stories expire. It is key to success, I promise. And then I pre-record content. So on the weekends when I'm out and about, I'm pre-recording, and when I'm really, really busy in the week, I post that in my stories or my reels. I try to post about a reel a day if I can. Sometimes if I'm really behind, I'll post at least 2 to 3 a week, and I utilize all platforms. I'm not just on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok. I'm using everything, and I repurpose content that had popped off. I will repurpose it again. Those are the big things. Another thing is share your results, your lifestyle, educate. People want to know why this is different. Why is this different than something else on the market? How is this going to change their life? Share your story. You may feel like someone's not watching you. I'm the girl who has tried everything. My last option was weight loss surgery. People relate to me because of my story. I did the shot, lost 30, gained 90 pounds. Why is this different? How is this going to help them? Motivate and entertain them. It is so important. Your lifestyle, your family. I just took my daughter to Walt Disney World last month. I told myself a year ago, I am taking my daughter to Walt Disney World. What did I do? I took her last month.
That's
you
awesome.
can do this. I promise. When your kids know that you are working hard and this is for them, it is going to change your life. And my daughter plays softball. She is a pitcher. Bats cost about $600 to $800 a bat. It is expensive. My business pays for that. I'm telling you guys, put the work in and you will flourish. You will flourish. I promise.
Yes, I love it. Like, you're so relatable too. And you know what, you guys, also, like, if you're in the beginning, you know, like, we've been in the business for a little while now, but you don't have any type of testimony. You know, we have the ATM group. Like, your product group. You can just take you can take Camille's or my before and after picture. And oh my gosh, how Ashley lost 30 pounds in 90 days. Like, congratulations, and put your link to your chocolate sauce up there in your stories, and, you know, things like that. Like, I love the stories. I know that I've heard that as well. You can make 6 figures a year from your story. So I love it, being very consistent. Do you post content every day, like a reel? You do a reel every day too?
Yeah, I try to do a reel every day. If not, it's at least 2 to 3 times a week, and that's on all platforms.
Yes. Okay, perfect. Is it like more of an educational type reel? Or
Yes,
you like
mine will be like more of, well, mine's not all products because I want people to see the business side of it. Like, what is this business doing for me? I go to the store, I do shopping hauls, grocery hauls, and I share. Like last weekend, I spent $600 at the store at 2 different stores. I'm so thankful for daily pay because I'm getting paid while I'm out shopping. Yesterday, I was at the water park with my daughter. I got paid while I was out. Like, I show people how it's changing my life.
Yep. I love that. Are you going to the Social Marketing Summit?
Yes. So another big thing, guys, before I hop off is if you are in this business, you need to get to one of the events. Our fall social summit, I will be in Vegas this time. You guys need to get to the events. Events change lives. Every single event I have been to, I have always leveled up after, and especially these events. We have new products coming out. We have different speakers that share their story. Events literally change your life. Make sure you snatch up your ticket because this is going to be a game changer, and it's a tax write-off. So I appreciate you guys.
Yes. Well, we appreciate you being here. You're amazing. Thank you so much for sharing your story, Camille. Go have fun with your daughter, and I will see you at the Social Marketing Summit. Thank you for being here.
All right. Have a good one.
All right. See ya. Ashley, are you out there? Ashley Albeck. I'm going to introduce her while she's sitting here on the call. Hey, how's it going?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Awesome.
Can you hear me? Yes.
Sure can.
Oh, man, you guys, this is Ashley Albeck. She is so full of energy. She's like what I call like the 5-day drop master. She's what helps me master my 5-day drops. Her and her team are absolutely amazing with these, you guys. She's a wife and a busy mom of 4. She's got a 22-year-old, 15, 11, and 6. She homeschools the kids, and they're involved in sports like chess, Boy Scouts, karate. She has a background in finance. She was on track to become a certified financial planner, prioritized being a present mom and wife over a demanding professional life, found network marketing and this model to be a perfect way to build a dream business despite her busy schedule. Ashley, can you share with us your story and how you found Modere with your busy lifestyle?
Amazing. I can. Okay, so I never know where to start. And because I'm like the last person, everyone else's story has now influenced mine, and I don't even know what to say. Oh, my gosh.
No.
Guys,
Amazing.
if you have an ADHD brain like me, then you can totally do this.
Yes. I love it. Oh, God.
Okay, so you're right. I am a mom of 4. And here's the thing about being a mom of 4. And I don't know about the rest of everybody who's a mom of 4, but I'm just going to speak from my experience. My kids are so spread out. So like 22, 15, 11, and 6. And if you can wrap your head around that, it just means that I literally started and then slowed down and then started again and then slowed down and then started again and slowed down. It's really honestly one of the most incredible, crazy things in the world, and your life is just like always being upended. You're like, oh, now we're going to change again. Oh, here's another newborn. Oh my gosh, okay, here we do it again. And it's so insane to have like a 17-year-old or 16, she was 16, a 16-year-old, and then like being pregnant and then having like 2 in the middle. It's just so weird. Anyway, I love it. And now my daughter's 22, and we just redid an entire basement for her, and she's engaged. And my 6-year-old is like, oh my gosh, if April, my daughter, gets married and has a baby, I'm going to be an uncle. And I'm like, oh my God, stop growing up. It's so insane. It's like weird.
Oh,
Crazy.
yes.
Anyway.
And so quick.
So, nuts. All right, so I'll just share a little bit. So when we talk about that whole financial background, yeah, I was in the finance, but I'm talking like long time ago. And I started getting like my certification. So first of all, I had April when I was really young. I was 17. I wasn't even out of high school, right? So then I got out of high school and I go right into college, and then I get my degree. Now at this time, I'm going to school full time. I'm working full time. I have a child, and I end up getting engaged and planning a wedding that was like in my last semester of college. So I was doing all of that. I'd leave my day at like 6 a.m. with my daughter. I'd go drop her off. At the time, my mom was taking care of her, but she lived like half an hour away. So I'd go drop her off, and then I'd go right from there to work. And then I'd go to work till like 5 p.m. And then I would leave work 5-10 minutes early so I can make it to school. And then my school would be like 5:30 to 10:30 at night. And then I'd get home. Thankfully, nothing happened, but like super tired and almost not being able to drive home at like 11 p.m. And then I'd wake up and do it all over again. And that I share that experience because I was so young, and it changed my entire life. And what I mean by that is my husband and I, we were introduced to network marketing back then, like when I was 18, 19. And what happened was I met someone who my dad like dabbled in network marketing, right? And so he introduced me to this guy. And the guy was telling me about his day. And all I could think was, how are you making so much money and seeing your kids this much? Like, how is that even possible? And do you know what? Like, if I didn't already have my daughter, I would have never thought that way. You know what I mean? I was thinking I'm going to be a big corporate person. I'm like, freaking woman. I'm going to rock it. I'm going to be like wearing suits with those cool vests. Those vest shirts? Like, I really wanted one. And now I live in like athleisure wear. Anyway, so
Same.
I really but that was like, I was so excited about that. I had really good like influential women in my life. So I was like living this I'm going to be corporate. I'm going to take on the world, blah, 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 blah. But you can't collide these two. Well, I couldn't collide these two worlds in my head, because when I saw him being so successful and his life, right, like how he lived his day-to-day life, it wasn't just the money. It was how he was able to be like, not living in luxury, but living financial peacefully, I'll say, but being able to see his family and be there for his grandchildren. He was a little older at the time. Be there for his children and his grandchildren, like during the school day. You know what I mean? And I had to like grovel at someone's foot to be home if my daughter got sick. And I had to grovel at someone's foot if I wanted to leave work early for a school event. do you know what I mean? Like and maybe it's just my personality, but I felt like when I was at work, the little panes in the windows looked like bars to me, like prison bars. I hated having like sit there and look outside and be like, I'm stuck. Like I'm trapped. You know what I mean? I hated it. Anyway, so when I saw his life, it really set something in my head. And because I was, so my husband is not my daughter's biological father. So during college, like, you know, I'm dating my now husband, and we got married. So he was introduced to that guy also. And so he was introduced to that lifestyle also. And so all of this is going on, right? We're going to school. We're like, oh, I'm going to take over the world. I'm going to get my financial degree. You know, I got my degree, but I'm going to get like my certified financial planning cert and all that stuff. And I end up getting my like insurance licenses. You know, I was already like hired by a company, getting my insurance licenses, starting to bring on like interviews for customers. And I remember laying in bed and looking at my soon-to-be husband, because I was just almost, or maybe, no, it was after we got married. I don't remember. But anyway, and I remember looking at him and going, hey, you know how I just went to school for 4.5 years, and like broke my back while working full-time, going to school full-time, taking care of my daughter, you helped, all those things, you know, like all those things. And we went into debt for it and all this stuff, right? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, I'm thinking I don't want to do this. And I remember like this, oh my gosh, like this pit in my stomach. I didn't even want to tell him what I was thinking, right? Like I was so scared. And he looks at me and he's like, me neither. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And I share this story because, you know, if you don't communicate, you're not going to know, first of all. So don't be afraid to talk to your spouse. But secondly, we live in, like, we work with this company called Modere, and they have this theme, right? Live life by design. And it so correlates with, like, my everything. Because I, you know, back then and now, we try to always live our life by our design and the way that we think God wants us to live our lives, right? But that sometimes isn't the normal path that people take. Do you know what I'm saying? And so when they changed their theme to that, like live like I was like, oh my gosh, this is so us. I'm so happy that they changed it to this. I was just so happy. So anyway, that was like my introduction to network marketing, this guy. And it wasn't so much so the money, it was the money, but it was the way the money helped him live this life of being present for family, not being struggling financially, but also being able to be present. You know what I mean? Being able to go to places he wanted to go when he wanted to go without having to ask other people's permission. And that was like, oh, yes, I want that. You know what I mean? So if I wasn't introduced to it that early, I might live a totally different life. Since then, we didn't, you know, we weren't in network marketing that whole time, but for like 12 years now, I've been able to be a stay-at-home mom because of the extra help of, you know, financial help I've had by building this online business on the side, you know what I mean, in part-time hours. And I've been able to stay at home and take care of my kids. And now we jumped off another cliff and decided we're going to homeschool not one, but two of our kids. So now I have we just made this decision, like my 6-year-old's coming home now. So he was in kindergarten last year. I've been homeschooling my 11-year-old for 2 years. And now it's like we have both home. We're going to do this all the way. And we're going to live the life by the design that we think should be, not by society's like way of putting us in certain roles. You know what I mean? And so Modere, though, is a huge part of that. If we didn't have it, we might not have not only the flexibility of income, but also the mindset. Like being in a network marketing, like what do they always say? Because I'm so bad with like words. Anyway, they say something like, you know, it's a personal development thing with money attached. I forget the verbiage, but anyway, that's exactly what it is. I forget what they say, but you know what I mean. You get what I say.
That's right. Yes.
So anyway, that's a little bit of my story. I don't know if that's all you wanted, but like I just went off on a tangent there.
No, that's perfect. I love it. Does your husband do this business with you, or does he do something different?
No, he does something different. He's in sales also, though, and I bring that up because I think it's important. Because he and I kind of speak the same language. You know what I mean? it's just different. It's a different world when you're both commission and you're both in sales, and you can relate a little bit. So, he's in sales. He's in the same company that when he graduated college that he went into. So he's been there for a while.
Okay, awesome. No, I love that. So you stay home full time. You're both working on commissions. You're homeschooling. You love the idea of being at home with your family and being present with them. What does your day look like? Like what are your maybe your biggest tips to kind of? I'm sure it's crazy. Mine's wild and crazy too. But what certain things do you have to get done every single day in your business? I know you're huge into the 5-day drops, and you have those. Maybe share I don't know how often do you run those 5-day drops? But yeah, with all of that, whatever you heard, let me know. Let me know.
All right. So here's what I figured would be very helpful. So I personally just had 2 very low months in my business. Mm-hmm. My daughter got engaged. We redid an entire it's a huge basement, 1,100 square foot apartment into our basement for them, and then we went on a 2-week vacation to Alaska. So literally. It was a low 2 months for my business, which I already knew was going to happen. So if you're anything like me, you're ready for okay, I need some more consistency. I need to work at I've done, I need to get back into the consistent game, right? So I would highly recommend grabbing a pen and paper because I'm going to share the power of 3. What helps me every time I feel I'm not doing what I want to be doing, in my head, what I should be doing, and how I get started back up. So I'm going to share that. I have a couple steps for that. And I just need to look over and make sure I went over. Yeah. So anyway, we talked about the power of consistency, right? Consistency is key. And this goes right along with it. So it's power of 3, consistency is key. I love how you and Cindy both, and I don't know enough about Camille, so I'm sure she's the same way. And actually she is. She said every day they post in their stories for I think they said 20 stories. So the consistency factor is what's going to make you grow because it compounds, right? And so even if you're consistent in small actions, you need to stay in, because if you're in movement, it's harder to get started again in movement versus just continuing the movement and upping the level a little bit, So consistency is really, really important. But if you're not right now in movement, how do you start? Because moving that boulder, it's the first push that's almost the hardest. You know what I mean? So I'm going to go over those really, really easy 3 steps. So if you're not in movement yet, then or if you're I had 2 low months, I need to really up it, but I need to start pushing that boulder a little bit harder, then listen to this because I need you. Now listen, if you're already in momentum, this is what you need to go teach your team. The people, because we all have teams where we're not many people are doing anything, right? And they say they want to, but I don't know what to do to help them start. You know what I mean? What the power of habit and Tiny Habits and all those books that are amazing. A big part of it is how easy is it and how motivated are they, right? And you can be really motivated, but if it's not easy, then you might not get them to start. You know what I mean? So we're going to go over these 3 super easy things that you can do. And I would suggest do them for 7 to 14 days in a row. And once you get there, then take the next step. And you can reach out to your elite upline or reach out to somebody who's really getting some great results. Or you can go to MLife and listen to the training I did on the 5-day drop duplication system, which is what Ashley was talking about. Ashley, did that really help you?
Oh, yeah. I watched it and I was wait, I got to do it again. I'm a note taker. So I was notes. I'm wait, I watched it 2 or 3 times. And then just whatever questions I had, I'm Ashley, where you get this? That training is the best in MLife. Yes.
It's awesome. Thank you so much. And it's not mine. That's the other thing. I don't want to take all credit for it. Brandy is the one who helped me. So Brandy has taken me a little bit and helped me form this system, right? And so it's really a lot of, I give her the credit, right? So anyway, I highly recommend going to that. And Ashley asked, she said, how often do you do a 3-day drop? 3-day drop, a 5-day drop. Sorry, I'm confusing my words. It's every 3 weeks. We do one every 3 weeks because it gives us time to, get people on to the next one, and it gives them time to take a little break in between because, sometimes people just don't want to see your face every single day in a chat, right? So anyway, it gives them a little bit of break, and it gives us the opportunity to bring more people on for the next one. So it's really great. We do every 3 weeks. Okay. So the power of 3. Grab a pen. We're going to go over this real quick. It's so easy. Camille already started talking about the first one, which I love. Thank you, Camille. I don't have to like reiterate a lot because you already got it. I love that she says I get paid. I get paid. I'm going to say I get paid to live a life, right? Because sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't want to go anywhere. And then I'm like, nope, I need pictures. We got to go somewhere, right? So you get paid to live a life, right? So, but start, like, listen, if you're not in action, it's kind of overwhelming sometimes to be like, I need to do 20 stories. So this is the power of 3. 1, post 3 stories, okay? So 1 about your life, another one about like what you eat, maybe. Real simple. And then one about your next 5-day drop, or your next, the products that you're taking and stuff like that. My suggestion is, if you're running with the 5-day drop, do a talking head story, meaning like get on there and find a picture or 2 of somebody, just every day, find a new success picture, like a scale picture or something of somebody in your drop, and put the picture on your video, you know what I mean? And be like, oh my gosh, I want to shout out so-and-so today. They're doing amazing. They're on day 4 and they dropped this amount of weight. They're feeling XYZ. I'm so proud of them. Our next drop is July 29th, right? And then just, that's your one story. So,
love it.
Super easy. I mean, like beyond easy. So now you have 3 stories. And then the next step, so that's, 3 stories. The next step is 3 invites. So simple. You're just going to see who looked at your story or who looked at your post or commented on your post, and you're just going to send them an invite. Hey, not sure if you saw this, but we're doing, or actually before you ask that, you say, hey, not sure if you saw this story of Cindy, who just dropped 4 pounds in 3 days. She's doing freaking awesome. We're doing another one on July 29th. I wanted to send you an invite to see if you were interested in joining. If I send you the info, would you let me know if you're interested? That's an invite, right? So, so easy. And now sometimes people are a little nervous about sending an invite, but let me explain something real quick. If you were to have a barbecue party at your house, and you're like, I want to invite all my Facebook friends, right? And you put up a picture of this invite, and you're like, here you go, everybody, here's my invite, right? Do you think anybody would show up? Probably not. And the reason why is because they're going to look at the invite, and they're going, that's not for me. She didn't mean that to be for me. She meant that to be like her other friends, right? Like people are so not thinking highly of themselves. Let's just put it that way, that they're like, she didn't mean me. I'm not the one she's talking to, blah, 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 right? So, and let's think about a wedding. A wedding, you send out invites, but not all the RSVPs come back. What are you going to do? You're going to reach out to those people, and you're going to send a personal invite. Hey, I'm not sure if you saw the barbecue invite, but I really wanted to know if you want to come, right? Personal, one-on-one. It's really important because otherwise people aren't going to think it's for them, right?
Yeah.
Secondly, so that's your invite. Really easy, real easy. And that ending is so simple. Most people are like, sure, right? If I send you information, will you let me know if you're interested? Sure. That's like the answer I get back all the time. Sure. Right? Because you're just asking them if they want the info, right? It's not like, oh, you need to join us. You want to join us? That's not the question. The question is, if I send you info, would you let me know if you're interested? So people are more open to that kind of question, right? And then the last one is 3 follow-ups. And 3 follow-ups, just like I talked about the wedding, right? You send out invite, you have RSVPs, but some people don't RSVP. Then you follow up with those people. You don't just let it go and, oh, they're not coming. No, you call them. You're like, hey, I sent you an invite. Are you interested? Can you send me back that RSVP? Really important to know, right? So same thing, just not as blunt like I just said, but you're going to have to understand. 99.9 people out there are very similar to me in the fact where I get a text, I open the text, I'm about to answer the text, and then my son pukes in the corner or something. You know what I mean? Like it, and then I put the phone down, and I totally forget to go back to that text and answer it. So it's a service. It's a service to go back and remind people about the message because they probably saw it at some point in their day, couldn't answer, and then totally forgot about it, right? Or they go in their head, I really want to do that, but I'm not sure I want to do it just yet. And then they forget, right? They just need to be reminded. And so you follow up with them. I have a whole list of ways to follow up with people. And to be honest with you, it's where 99% of my sales are sometimes, like in follow-up. Even if somebody reaches out to me, like from a reel or a story, and they reach out to me, hey, I really want blah, 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 and then I give them all the blah, 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 and then they ghost me, right?
They're on your list.
I follow up with them, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So I have a whole list of follow-up things that you can say. If you want it, I can post it into the MLife group. That's fine. But every 48 hours, I follow up every 48 hours. I feel like 24 hours is not even, whatever. You can do whatever you want. But 48 hours I follow up. And most people are very, very, very happy that I do. They're grateful. Oh, thank you so much, And it's very simple. It's like, hey, sorry it took me a while to follow up with you, and then I'll ask a question. How you doing? Even if I just say, how you doing, they usually come right back to the conversation of what's going on in the conversation of the sales, right? So important. Those three things, 3 stories, 3 invites, 3 follow-ups. That is so simple and easy to do. I highly recommend that that's what you start with. If you're like haven't even started or like took a break or whatever it is, start with those 3 things to get you into action. Because action is what breeds the motivation, right? When you're in action, good things start happening, and then you're excited about it. And then, I didn't want to do this call, but here I am, and now I'm freaking so excited because I'm talking to Ashley and listening to Camille, and I'm like, yes, why did I ever think I didn't want to do this call, right? Because I'm in action now. And when you're in action, you're motivated to keep going. And now I just want to sit at my computer and invite 8 million people. So anyway, those are my suggestions.
No, I love it. And with this promotion coming up right now, that list is going to shrink immensely because who doesn't want a free trim, extra $15 off, your $25 off coupon, your free shipping, whatever else you're offering. If you guys are doing the nutrition plan, the Best Me 23 nutrition plan, there's so much right now. It's like Christmas in July, Christmas in July. It's huge. So I love that. That was
absolutely.
I love that. I wrote all that down, Ashley. I'm going to go kick butt with this. I'm super excited. I'm glad that you shared that with us. Thank you so much for being here on this call. You guys are all amazing. Is there anything else you want to end it out with? We'll end the call?
For sure. Okay, so listen, I was going to say it, but I took it off because I was like, I want Ashley to ask me first, and then I'm going to say it. Okay, so everybody else talks about social summit, right? The fall social summit. And first of all, why would you not want to be in a room with a bunch of Ashleys like us, right? So anyway, fall social summit. I got to tell you, when you go to a conference, things just change, right? And there's so much behind that. But what I find to be one of the most amazing things with summits, conferences, or even one-day seminars, whatever it is, anything in person, right? Your confidence changes because your belief changes. You learn strategies, but the biggest thing that I love is the in-between conversations, right? The in-between conversations and connections that you make there. Mm-hmm. So, you're sitting down, you're listening to these talks, and you're like, they can get you fired up or they can get you overwhelmed, one or the other, whatever. But it doesn't matter. It's the in-between conversations when you're meeting people on the team. What's really cool is, I always say to my husband, every time I meet someone like an Ashley or a Cindy or a Camille, every time I meet someone, I go, oh my gosh, I need to get someone like that on my team, right? And the thing is, it's because we're all so fired up. We've already had the training. We've already had the personal development in us. I need to find the people who I can help become the Ashleys and become the Camilles and become the Cindys, you know what I mean? But it's so cool to meet people who already have this connection. Their goals are similar, their dreams are similar. They talk the same talk. It's so fun. Everybody obviously is their own individual, but we're all fired up about the same thing. So when you get together and get fired up together and have those conversations in between, it really is gold, and it truly is pure joy. You know what I mean? It's pure joy. Yeah. Why would you not want to walk away with this big smile and feeling fulfilled by talking to people about the same thing and the same goals and the same dreams,
Yes, so everybody get your Social Marketing Summit ticket. Go to yourshiftingretail.com into your events tab. Which one are you going to be at? We're going to be in Nevada. Which one are you going to, Ashley?
Yeah, I'm going to be in Orlando. Sorry, but
so is John.
I'm on the East Coast.
That's okay. It's going to be a blast. No, I love it. All right, Ashley, thank you so much for everything, you guys. All of you guys on here, like, you should all be patting yourself on the back for taking time to show up and be here on this meeting, whether you're on vacation or you're on the boat or you're getting ready to go do something really fun for the weekend. Hopefully you are pumped up and fired up to go move your business forward. You guys, the biggest tips I learned out of everything we heard today, besides having 3 stories, 3 invites from those stories or your posts, 3 follow-ups, being consistent and batch contenting, especially for things like this on the weekend when you're like, literally, I'm going to hang up and we're driving out and we're going to go swimming the rest of the day. So I've got my content ready to take and post. You guys are amazing. We'll see you guys on the next call. Have the best Saturday ever. See you guys. Goodbye.